It's Malak, and we are going to be looking at a Star Wars book this time. It's the storyboards of the prequel trilogy. Serena got me this for Christmas. Pretty cool. Usually I think it's on Amazon for like $40. That's the US, I don't know what you call that, USRB, ISBN, one of those codes for the suggested price. But I think it was on sale for like $24 to $25, so that's quite a big discount. It's pretty big, it's hardcover, got a dust jacket. It's cool how you can see like the blue line underneath that they use to build up the drawing. Remember some of these moments from the movie. It's always interesting to see what goes into creating these huge, almost seemingly impossible feats. Like a Star Wars movie is such a huge thing. So much work, so many people working together to just make something out of nothing sometimes. All the CG that goes into it. CG and VFX. Speaking of which, if you're really into VFX and stuff like that, you should check out the Corridor crew, because they do a lot of really cool stuff. And they even have a series called VFX Artists React, which I'm pretty sure is becoming huge. But it's really fun to watch and like learn about how some of these movies and stuff are made and what goes into them, and some of the things that go wrong sometimes. Sometimes mistakes are even left in movies, which is like sometimes I didn't notice some of them and they were kind of blatant. Like there's one they're showing, I think it might have been, it was either The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings. I think it was The Lord of the Rings. When he runs in to destroy the ring. And he's like not even really connected to the ground. He's just kind of floating as he walks. And they just were like, nah, no one's going to notice it. Yeah, I didn't until I saw the video. You know, the race. I can like hear those guys just looking at a drawing of him. I recognize a lot of these. Man, Darth Maul. Darth Maul is such a cool character. He's just well designed. He's like a good balance between like cool and terrifying and sort of evil. It's so interesting to see these. And also they have like kind of stage directions, like turn this way and stuff, which is cool. A big battle. My family, I think, had this movie on VHS, and so I watched it over and over and over again. That's a cool frame. Oh, it's Anakin in those like yellow ships. I had a big toy of the yellow ship that I really liked. Had this like I think it could like shoot, or maybe the cockpit ejected when you like pushed on the R2-D2, because the R2-D2 sitting in the back was a button. And this is one of the best fight scenes in Star Wars, in my opinion. So that Obi-Wan, he looked way more intense in the drawings than he ended up looking as like Ramona. like bangs and then a mohawk. Based on the action as filmed, specifically for this book. That makes sense, because now it actually looks like the people from the movie. Chops him in half. Yeah, a lot of the fight scenes I feel like are just kind of corny. I'll have to rewatch that one, because I also watched it like a million times when I was a kid. So I might very well be biased about which one is the best fight. Oh yeah, the Colosseum. The arena fight was by far the most enjoyable of all sequences for me, because it allowed for dynamic poses and variable creatures. Sounds like an illustrator. And these ones are a little bit more polished. Like, he even did like the shading and lighting. I wonder if he did that afterwards for the book, or if this guy, that's just how he does storyboards. Yeah, these are a little bit more polished. And these ones are a little bit more like the ones in the other one, but still the line work is a little bit more. I wonder if it's just because it was a transition to digital. But I kind of feel like that's ink, actually. Because I can see, yeah. Man, yeah, I think this still might be ink. That's insane. Yeah, this clone battle looks pretty freaking good. I mean, it's almost like a comic. Man, now Star Wars Battlefront, I think it was 1, not 2. It was 1 on the Xbox. And I would just play that one by myself over and over again. It was like really good game. Just against bots. Sometimes play split screen with friends. It was a good game. Count Dooku. Fight where CG Yoda just spins around and bounces around the room like a freaking pinball. Yeah, this guy's got a more loose style again. We had an outline. We knew it was an Indiana Jones style thing on a spaceship. Huh. Beyond that, most of the ideas came from the storyboarding process. Yeah, this is way more loose than the guy who did the second movie. The guy who did the second movie is a juggernaut, freaking insane. All of his looked so polished. But maybe they're just showing the polished ones? I don't know. His work looked good. Some of these backgrounds, I feel that. What is he working in, like charcoal or some sort of pencil? Shadows no better merciless. Huh. General Grievous. In battle with the general. The big old fight on the like magma place. I have the high ground. Ah! So his legs melting off. Look at. I feel like this is meme worthy. Just this drawing of everyone just disappointed and him just freaking melting. Jeez. Well, I kind of thought this was going to be more of an art of book and include like concept art and like all sorts of things like that, but I guess it is for storyboards. I would have liked to see some of the other stuff, but I guess it would have just been extra because it is a storyboard book. I'll probably get the other one at some point just because they're so affordable. It's well constructed, good book. Right now it's on sale, so I'd say if you're a big fan and you want to see that kind of stuff or you're interested in becoming a storyboard artist, this could be a really cool one for you. But other than that, it is just straight up storyboard pictures. I think it's interesting, but a lot of people may not because for the most part they're very rough. This Clone Wars artist, his were surprisingly polished, but even then to a lot of people it wouldn't look like a finished piece. But to me, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, wow, his are all at like another level, but maybe that's just me. Anyway, if you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. I have my own social media links in the description so you can see the art that I'm making or just see what I'm up to or find ways you can support me. I have a Patreon, and that'll help me get more books and make better videos and get better equipment. So anything helps. I need to eat too. Take care, guys.
You're such a sweet